Hi guys, today we will see top 5 reasons why you should get the Mac Mini M1 in 2021. I've been using this Mac Mini M1 since release, so I have a good idea of the performance you should expect, as well as the issues that you should be aware of, which we will cover in this video. Let's get to it. Reason number 1 is the M1 performance. Like I said in my M1 MacBook Air video, the M1 chip should be the main reason for buying this Mac. The Mac Mini with the M1 processor is the first desktop to get Apple Silicon, with the Apple M1 chip replacing the low performance Intel Core i3 and Intel Core i5 CPUs offered on the previous models. The M1 brings the Mac Mini to new performance highs, and while a few things have changed, the incredible performance, the reasonable mix of connectivity, and a new lower starting price of $699 US are combined to make it one of the best values in compact computers, period. You can't really find anything like it. Reason number 2, cheaper than Intel. We were all surprised when the Mac Mini M1 arrived without a price hike. In fact, the Mac Mini saw around $100 knocked off the price. This means you don't have to spend any extra to buy the new devices that you would have if you bought the Intel models they replaced. So after years of seeing small iterative changes used to justify significant price hikes, Apple actually made something cheaper and did it while also ensuring that this little desktop offers really great performance. My Mac Mini is only the base model with 8GB of memory, 256GB of storage, but still can do almost everything I throw at it, from editing 4K video, multitasking, to opening a lot of tabs. But if you want the Mac Mini to last longer, I would recommend going with the 16GB option. Reason number 3. Compared to the M1 MacBook Air or Pro, the Mac Mini offers a better port selection, with all the ports grouped on the back side of the chassis in a black plastic I/O panel. The Mac Mini is outfitted with Ethernet port, dual Thunderbolt 3 port, HDMI connection capable of handling up to 6K resolution. We've got dual USB 3.0 port and a headphone jack. Of course, this is not all good. Compared to the previous Mac Mini models, the M1 version offers less Thunderbolt 3 ports and no option for 10GB Ethernet. But with the lower price and incredible performance, I would say it's a fair compromise. You don't have to worry about adding a USB hub or hooking up an external display because the Mac Mini offers the basics. For the most part, the Mac Mini comes with what people need, or what most people need. So unless you're a hardcore user, you're good to go. Reason number 4, it's so quiet. We all know this famous quote, with great power comes great fan noise. Well, that's not true for this M1 Mac Mini. Like I told you before, I've been using it for more than 2 months, and I still don't know what the fans sound like. I'm not kidding. At first I thought the fan was malfunctioning or something, but I know there is a fan in there, but I could feel only a small breeze. It was barely spinning. It's not like Apple put liquid cooling or anything. The secret is the efficiency of the M1 chip. That's because when it's running the same Cinebench load as the older model, the M1 Mac only draws around 25 watt at the wall. That's less than 1/3 of the power of the Mac's 2018 model. At idle, the power consumption is only 5 watt, which is incredible. Reason number 5 is so cool. If you use a laptop before, then you probably experienced thermal throttling. It's when the CPU and the GPU are under load and it gets so hot that the cooling system inside the machine cannot keep up with the heat output. So instead of keeping the load high and potentially frying your machine, the system will lower the load so the chip can cool down a bit. Well, with the M1 Mac Mini, I've never experienced any of this, which is quite surprising since the previous models used to get really hot and loud. So basically you can do heavy tasks like rendering 4K videos, multitasking, without any worrying about performance going down over time. For a machine this small and compact, that's an incredible feat of engineering. That's it for the 5 reasons you should buy the Mac Mini M1. My full review and comparison with the MacBook Air M1 as well as my Hackintosh is coming soon. Also, make sure to check out my other video about the top 5 problems of the Mac Mini M1. Thanks for watching and see you guys in the next one.